So, you want to make a video to pitch your idea. What an excellent choice. To pitch means to communicate your idea, so it is engaging and captivating to lay people and makes them care about it. In a video, you prepare your pitch once, perform it really well, and carefully edit what is being shown and presented when. If you do the hard work once and make a video, that video can pitch for you to a scalable audience and on demand. Video has a human touch that a website or a text doesn't immediately have. Grants people know this, and some expect submissions to exactly be a pitch video and nothing else. Let's look at some established formats that work as pitch videos. These examples are blueprints, and if you follow these formats with your own pitch video, you don't have to be the most creative person to get a solid result and exactly fulfill viewer expectations. First, addressing the viewer directly. This is probably the closest equivalent to pitching on a stage with a slideshow.
Bei der Max Planck School of Photonics wollen wir die besten NachwuchsphysikerInnen der Welt für die Photonik, also die Lichtphysik, begeistern. Das Besondere? Wir sind kein einzelnes Institut, sondern ein Netzwerkprojekt aus 16 verschiedenen Universitäten und Forschungseinrichtungen in ganz Deutschland.
Second, full voiceover over B-roll or animation or acting.
Say hi to Cody Block. A little wooden car lost in the big city. Cody Block is a Montessori-inspired screen-free learning toy for children aged 3 and up.
Third, an interview that's fully scripted, where someone is playing naive and the stand-in for the pitch recipient, and they justify why the pitching person does their thing. We watch a conversation between two people, and that in itself is interesting to watch.
Like to have.
So we can apply this kind of technique on any product, so they can just, okay, I see.
These are so-called copper mirrors, because the optics that we use for the LEDs, they would just melt if we put on a laser on that.
Fourth option, full unscripted acting that shows a situation where the pitch is shown, not told, and comes up naturally. How effective it is depends on how well visual the storytelling is done, and how captivating the actors can perform their roles. Put the code in the quantum computer.
Yes, it worked.
Perfect. Alright, with the safe formats in mind, let's break them down into their elements in order to replicate their shots and learn by imitation. Here's the toolbox of assets and techniques that is realistic and feasible for a pitch video. Graphics tablet. You can draw, then animate, think like animations in PowerPoint, or do a screencast of the tablet where it shows the strokes on a canvas as they are being made. You can make animations from vectors or text. If you don't want to make the graphics from scratch, you can search for royalty-free symbol and icon websites. You're probably looking for a Creative Commons license in a flavor which permits your use case. Then animate it in After Effects or DaVinci Resolve, or technically PowerPoint, but at this point it's probably easier to learn the video programs than to make the most complex scenes in the world in PowerPoint. And with the video programs, you can composite animation with filmed video using motion tracking. Realistically, PowerPoint works really well for static graphics and simple animations. Record in front of a black backdrop in a studio to nail perfect lighting and set a clear visual focus. Use a green screen if you need transparent video. And in a studio, you can read your script from a teleprompter, which scrolls as you speak, so you don't have to learn the script by heart. The walk and talk. Someone is walking and talking. This subtly implies progress. The camera person walks backwards with a gimbal and tries to walk as smoothly as possible like a ninja. Record your screen with OBS Studio or a phone's built-in function. Music is a tricky one, and I try to give that task to other people whenever I can. Option 1. Royalty-free music websites. You're probably looking again for a compatible Creative Commons license. Risky with this option is that the most findable music is also probably overused in everyone else's videos. Option B. Licensed music for video creators. Probably impossible to make the university pay for it. Also, there's still the possibility that it's overused. The tertiary option. Platforms pay the royalties for copyrighted music you use. TikTok does this, also YouTube will demonetize the video and will put ads on it and pay your use from that. It's a common misconception that below a certain playtime you can use copyrighted content, but that's not true. someone has probably paid for the use. Option Roman numeral IV. Know an artist who has a website explicitly granting use. Or know an artist and make them write you an email with the permission to use it for your video. Option 0101. Video game music if the publisher has a track record of being nice. Use an ambient track from Zelda and no one will ever know. And lastly, no music is a valid option. The tools we have here may inspire your creativity. A GoPro, clip-on microphones with pocket-sized recorders, a 360-degree action camera, voiceover microphones, a Sony a7 III camera with fisheye, a nice 24 to 70mm f2.8 and telephoto lenses, a gimbal, RGB lights with effects functions, and a Zoom H5 with stereo condenser mics for Foley or field recordings. Creatively mix and match elements from established formats, and/or do something completely unexpected. Dare to stand out and take creative risks for potentially great reward. Results of trying something new may vary depending on the target audience, their taste, and what generation they're from. But experimentation will reveal to you what works and what doesn't. Viewers will tolerate riskier experimentation if it's short, intermittent, non-repetitive, even if it turns out to be cringe. Ideas that I have would be TikTok style, short form, vertical video. Action and suspense where you wouldn't expect it. Humor to keep things light and make viewers stay attentive. Like filming in random places for no reason. Despite all creative ambition, pay attention to some fundamentals and follow these rules. These are experiences that cost effort to make. Show, don't tell. During pre-production, make a shot list to evaluate the amount of work and the feasibility of your ideas realistically. A shot list lists every single shot you have to film and also assets that you have to make, and lists where and what you want to film, equipment you need, what audio should be, rough playtime estimate, what you need to prepare, like a text or props, and notes on how you want to edit it, like motion track text. During pre-production, practice and optimize your text for fluency, especially when using the teleprompter. Clear, quality audio is more important than video. Do it in camera and as practical effects, and plan to have to do as little effects in post-production as possible. It will save you overall time and energy, you know what you have while you are shooting, and it will impress viewers because they can see the creative effort you spent to make the practical effects. Good visual effects, that's the digital post-production effects, are invisible, but good practical effects are impressive. When it comes to video, practice makes it easier to do the abstract planning and to get better results. But imitating elements from existing good media is a surefire way to get already impressive results and train your creative muscle. And it's very satisfying anytime you digest, or I guess steal, a creative idea and put your touch on it. So maybe this project will be the discovery of a new creative hobby for you.